Day 4 of our Everyday with Jesus devotion, a great light in the shadow of death. Jesus came to bring light into a darkened world, and having been announced by John the Baptist and then tested by Satan, he was ready to begin his public ministry. But where would he start? In Jerusalem, the capital of the nation? Maybe Nazareth, his hometown? The answer may surprise you. In Matthew chapter 4, verse 13, it describes that Jesus was leaving Nazareth and went up and lived in Capernaum, which was by the lake of the area of Zebulun and Naphtali. Maybe the name Capernaum doesn't mean anything to you, but G. Campbell Morgan investigated the significance of Capernaum as the place where Christ's ministry began. He said this: when God visits his people for redemption, he comes where darkness is greatest, where the people sit in the shadow of death. Both in terms of geography and principle, Jesus did that very thing. Capernaum was in a despised region of the land of Palestine, and this portion of the country had been overrun more than any other by foreign invaders. Therefore, it came to be called the region called the shadow of death. Jesus did not start his ministry in an easy place. Rather, he went to the people who sat in darkness, in the region of the shadow of death, and as a result, they saw the great light. If we shine a bright light into an already well-lit room, not much will change. But shine that same light into a dark corner, and you will see how quickly light can dispel darkness. Jesus wasn't intimidated by darkness or evil. He saw it as an opportunity to shine. He is indeed the light of the world. And as his followers, we don't need to be afraid of the darkness, but rather we can look at the darkness as an opportunity to shine the light of Christ. For you, Capernaum might be likened to your neighborhood, school, or office. See this as your opportunity to shine the light and love of Christ to those around you. Jesus is able to heal, to save, to set free, and to deliver. He is the one who gives us true life, a life of abundance. Who in your sphere of life sits in darkness? And which friends or neighbors is God calling you to reach with the light of Christ? The people living in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of the shadow of death, a light has dawned. From that time on, Jesus began to preach, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven has come near." Matthew chapter 4, verse 16 and 17. Jesus went throughout Galilee, teaching in the synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom and healing every disease and sickness among the people. News about him spread all over Syria, and people brought to him all who were ill with various diseases, those suffering severe pain, the demon-possessed, those having seizures, the paralyzed, and he healed them all. Matthew chapter 4, verse 23 to 24. Well, thank you for joining day 4 of our devotion. We'll see you tomorrow.